98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Juega con tu corazón, sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero? Que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Bailando, tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, me sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
Speedy, welcome to the show for everyone. This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, live from the Spice Center in George's Quarters, Macaulay. You are welcome to SPEEDy Sports right here on this dial. My name is Ted, and of course, today I am with my striking partner,
Benjamin Kuji.
Ben. Today we're talking about sports of your life, but there's something bigger inside the program.
Yeah.
You are going to unveil, and I'll start to put you on the spot right away. So, is sports for entertainment or business? Where are you a sports journalist, for entertainment or for business? Is it for the money that is in, or to entertain people with the content?
I think I can't take a position on this because there's a thin line between the two of them.
Okay. Welcome to the program, our lovely listeners out there. Of course, you keep a date with us every day at this time on the dial. Be sure that we'll give you the best. Okay, so Ben, sports being for entertainment or business, of course, we're not limited just to football. Every other sport has a financial aspect of it and an entertainment aspect of it. But over history, people have earned from sports a lot more little than people are earning now. In every sport, I would say in every sport.
Yeah.
If you talk of 5 years ago, people were earning less than what they're earning now. Unless an athlete dropped in ranking from where he or she was to a lower way now, he or she might be earning a lot lesser. But those who seek to invest in sports by getting a lot, some seek to invest in sports when they get a lot from the same sport.
Yeah, actually, sport is a multi-billion, not multi-million, multi-billion dollar.
You're afraid of making it trillion.
So there are a lot of things that carry sports.
Yeah.
Of course, entertainment is part of it, because without entertainment, if there is no fun, I don't think sport sport is different from any other thing.
I would think rather I tend to disagree with you, because I think the business part of it came to spoil the entertainment. Remember those days that we were doing, okay, for sports, like, let me give you an example. In the north, you have a sport called dambe.
Yes.
That's like the local kickboxing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much they earn from it, but you go to places like Kaduna or Kano and see where they are doing dambe. The whole arena will be crowded. That is pure entertainment. I don't think there's so much invested in it at this stage.
That is pure entertainment. That is why it is the way it is. Dambe has not been taken to the international level. That is why if the business comes into it, dambe will become something bigger than what it is today.
And I think every sport started at that level.
Yes, they started at that level, and it was because business was brought into it that this very sports became what it is now. It has become global. There are sports that are peculiar to a particular place.
Yeah.
And because of business was brought into it, it has become something worldwide. So when you talk of sport, for example, you see Sir Alex, there was a player, Sir Alex signed, called, I think, Jemba. Something like that, I remember. Jemba, yes.
Yeah.
Sir Alex said that was the worst signing he has ever made. Why? Because the guy was not entertaining.
Okay.
He was always committing fouls.
But they spent money to sign him, and yet said he was not entertaining
yes,
enough.
Because he was not entertaining enough. So you can't, your jersey sales will drop, and the sponsorship deals will drop. Those are the things they look for.
But I think before all this, let's look at if it is strictly business, why do some guys become so broke when they retire from their sport? Some, I think, is because they go into prenuptial agreements to marry, and they marry some gold diggers, and then these horrible divorces that take place across, especially in Europe. Unfortunately, it affects even African athletes much more than their European athletes.
Yeah.
We have some examples in football, not just football. We have two Kenyan athletes that had the same issue. But of course, I've forgotten their names. But some African sports persons have gone broke after retirement or even before retirement.
It is not necessarily the divorce or things like that. There are a lot of factors that contribute.
Poor thinking, lack of investment.
Lack of investment.
Or wrong investment.
Thank you. Some of these players, when some of them start getting this money when they are very, very young, and then once they don't have somebody to help them manage that money, it becomes a problem.
That's
because you see a player buying cars that are worth, buying mansions and
scattered around the world,
scattered everywhere. So these are things that will not bring any value to you. Cars, mansions will not actually bring value to you. But when you invest, you hear of players now buying clubs.
Yeah, clubs. Yeah, I agree with you.
There are players now buying clubs.
Yeah,
there are players that are actually investing.
Yeah.
So look at David Beckham.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, long time after he has retired,
he's still
he's enjoying from the process of his club there.
Yes. So those are some of the things. So when you know that football, for example, is a business, and you're playing it for the business, even while playing, you know that you have to invest in the business. So when you leave, you are also part of the business.
When the likes of our own African brother, who was a president of one of the West African countries, Opong George Weah, when he played and won the Ballon d'Or, because since then I don't think they've ever considered an African player. He didn't make as much as the young guys who are playing now. He just enjoyed playing the game, I think. Even though he could have gotten some money from there, but it gave him fame much more than money. I think so. But of course, he went on to become a president because everybody knew him around the world, and he earned that support from people. Anyway, you can be a part of the program. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You can be a part of the program when you join us on 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Or you can join us on Facebook at facebook.com/Asking Radio Makurdi 98.5 Makurdi. Of course, you can join and bring your comments there, make your contributions. But before we take your calls or go further, Ben, you did a very wonderful job of going to the streets to talk to people who have a lot of bias and some balances. Whether sports is more for entertainment or more for business. So we'll take a listen to that. Alama Shakodobi team, he's here with that.
I can say it's contextual, so I can say it is business, is entertainment. It's entertainment in the sense that the fans at the local level, at the international level that watch football, to them, football is entertainment. But to the players, the club, from management to players, is a kind of business because the players play to earn a life and to live a better life. And the management of the clubs do businesses with players, sign deals, sponsor deals, jersey deals for money. And that is why the European Football Organization, the UEFA, have brought in issue of financial fair play. If that football was not business, issues like financial fair play shouldn't have come in football. They are trying to regulate the finances, and what has to do with finances has to do with business, because without finance you cannot talk of business, and without business you cannot talk of finance. So football, to a greater extent, is business, and to a greater extent is entertainment. Entertainment in form of fans watching the football, cheering their team, and getting entertained. Business in the sense that the management of clubs sign sponsor deals on their jersey, trade players, and earn money.
Let's take a look at a club like Chelsea. Under Abramovich, we will see that Abramovich was more concerned about his team, not even the business angle. Even if he makes loss, it doesn't concern him. And now Chelsea is owned by a different owner, and the fans actually are crying that the match should go out. So how would you balance that?
Yeah, it can be balanced. It depends on the passion of the football club owner. Even during the time of Abramovich in Chelsea, I strongly agree with you that he was more passionate about the football aspect of the club. Then again, he was still active in the business aspect of the football club, because the two cannot be separated. The only thing that can be separated from this contest is the passion of the football owner towards football. For example, Todd Bowley, I can say to a greater extent, but Todd Bowley, the new Chelsea owner, is less passionate about football related matters like the previous owner, which is Abramovich. So balancing that is contextual in the sense that it has to do with the passion of the club owner towards football, both on field and off field.
Well, you heard him, Ben. Of course, you were there with him. You asked him. You brought in the aspect of a specific football team that is now was doing well in business.
Yes.
Is still probably doing well in business with Todd Bowley, who is the owner now.
Yeah.
But the fans are not satisfied.
They are not satisfied because
the
entertainment part of
is
it
gone.
It's not
there
there.
Have been protests there at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for a couple of days now for Bowley to leave. So, would you say business has taken over entertainment now?
Yeah, that's what we are saying. You have to balance. For me, I think there's a balance between the two of them. That's why I said at the beginning that there's a thin line dividing the two of them. When you talk of entertainment, even as fans, they want to see their team win.
Yeah.
They want to see their team performing well.
Yeah.
If, like there was a time in Arsenal were just between the top 10 and top 4 for them. But trophies
that was a priority.
Trophies was nothing for them. But if you look at the clubs on the top 4, they make profit more than all of them.
Yeah.
So, but some of the fans were not happy. They had to cry as Wenger out, and they brought somebody else.
And it didn't work. And since everything has.
But at least they are trying more than Arsene Wenger.
Okay, let's listen to another person, of course, who had a different opinion, but close to what this guy said.
Well, to me, sport is more of business more than entertainment, because to the people, you consider the people that are involved in everything. So when you see in football, the people that are involved in football, there are more of business people than the people that are involved for entertainment. Because when you look at the players, they are playing to earn money. The club owners, they are into this business to earn money. And some of the fans, they watch there, just some percent of them, like from, let me see, it's only 30% that are there for entertainment. The 70% they are gamblers. They gamble for their income, the players for their income, and the club for their income. So for me to balance that, the entertainment aspect is not much compared to the business. The business is more than the entertainment.
So if you say that, how will you balance this? In Chelsea currently, you see the fans are calling for the owners to leave. The Todd Bowley, they are asking the owner to leave. They want the kind of manager they used to owner they used to have, Abramovich. And if you go to England, also you see the Arabs are almost taking over everywhere. While the fans, if they don't get what they want, they will start crying out. So how would you balance that?
Well, to me, as a fan, sometimes we support against, sometimes we support in favor. There are some situations whereby I support Chelsea to win so that it will be a game to Man U to win the league or to enter top 4. So seeing Chelsea losing all time is not my wish. There are some matches I wish them to lose so that the Man U will take advantage of it and climb the table. So for Chelsea not playing very well now, really I hate their success, but then I like in other way I like as a fan, because when they play against a club like Man City, I want them to win so that Man U get advantage and climb up. So when Chelsea are losing all time, it's not my wish. And the turn of Abramovich, we have players there that they were playing very well, and I like the way they were playing and the passion they have for it. But now Chelsea is going down every day, and for those that are playing they are watching for business and into business, you gamble, and Chelsea, every match Chelsea lose, and the entertainment aspect, you go there, the best football you cannot watch, and you see the fans reducing. There are some fans within us that they don't watch Chelsea football again. The fans, they get angry when you are discussing football self, they don't even involve inside. They are like their club is not playing well, so what do they have to talk again? So even the aspect of keeping your company, we don't have their fans, they are not keeping company again. And the monetary aspect, we gamble, sometimes you gamble against Chelsea lose. Sometimes you gamble that Chelsea will win, they will go and lose, and sometimes you gamble that they should win, so they are not consistent. So the team, both in monetary and in let me say entertainment, they are not good. So to me, I wish the man to come back, and then both the entertainment and the business people will make way for their own life.
This guy is a gambler.
No, why I'm even laughing? Coming from a Man U fan to just
yeah, sure. Stating that he wishes other teams to lose sometimes or to win to enable his team go. But that's part of gambling. But gambling doesn't really.
But Chelsea is actually doing better than Man U.
No, right now the table, of course, will come to that. Where they are now is miles apart. But you were speaking about. You also spoke about owners of football clubs. Yeah. Football is taking precedence over this. Once we ask people, the fans we have around there, football lovers. Yes. But a club like Inter Miami that you spoke about, Beckham decided to reinvest in football.
Yes.
And then he's running his business and passionate about football, because his son now that's Romeo. Romeo is of age, I think he started playing, and he has gone ahead to buy so many other players of quality to bring in to improve the club. So I think somebody said sometimes the people who are in are not sports person, they are just businessmen. But I'll ask the fans out there, what do you think about business or entertainment? 08084275464 is the number to call and reach us live in the studio. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
A very good evening to you, sir.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from.
Oliver Nyikia, better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports in Abenga here in Alede.
The king of sports. So what do you think? Are you a business?
You're welcome.
Are you a business postman or are you entertaining one? Which one?
For me, I enjoy it as an entertainer because I love watching football, so it gives entertainment to me.
Yeah.
But for what we are seeing now, football has become something business.
Yeah.
In the Euro football to the local football.
Yeah.
You know, before we have some of these our guys, the young coming players, they will love playing football, but for now it's all about business. For example, if you just invite a player, you know that this one used to play in attacking or defensive midfield very well. You invite him to assist you for a match. He will be charging you that you must give this amount of money before I can go and play for you. Before you can get like 10 11 players, maybe they will charge you like 5,000. You will end up not getting anything for a tournament. So now they are playing for money, they are not playing for entertainment again.
All right, thank
you.
So
for that is what is happening at the moment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Busy Brain.
Ben has made his point there, and he's on point actually. He's comparing
even at the local level. You see what he just said. The players are also playing football for the money.
For money, yeah.
For the
They
money.
have turned it to business.
Yeah.
Not those days where Ujamatu on one of the programs he described for us how a ball used to be shaped with rags.
Yeah.
You shape it, and then the owner must be included, whether he knows how to play or
not.
not. He joked about it on one of our programs. He Ujamatu just some time ago, like that. Okay, you can still be part of the program. 08084275464 is the number. If you call, you'll be live onto the hot studio, Speedy Sports on 98.5 Speed FM, George's Quarters, Macaulay. Ben, we have so many other people that spoke, but let's listen to maybe one or two. Or
When we say sport, that business or entertainment, you're looking at two different angles. From now, the introduction of football in general started with entertainment, but now people see it as a business venture where people make money now. So when you see, I have a couple of friends that in fact they have children that are abroad now playing in academies like Chelsea and the Lex and the rest and other clubs. Like we have some entertainers like P Square. One of them, they have their kids playing in Chelsea Academy. That one is a verified fact that we all know. So I see football now as entertainment. I mean as business and not entertainment, because people invest. It's just like investment. You invest and you get return for what you invest in. And of course, when you go to the north, because I've been in the north before, you see some alhajis. In fact, that is what they do now. They invest. They put their money in players. They'll take them abroad. They'll scout them at the end, and they'll get them clubs. Then they'll get their own percentage. I think basically, I see football as a business and not entertainment.
A businessman here, not entertainment business. Of course, he's very emphatic about that.
Yeah.
He's saying it from the perspective. He has given us live examples of people who get into business, including some in the north, alhajis who are like, sending their children abroad. I think that's a.
You see, sport is actually a very big business.
It is.
It has so many branches that you cannot even mention. You cannot finish mentioning them.
But it has.
Look at sponsorship deals. If you want to talk of special sponsorship deals,
you can't even exhaust that in the program.
If you talk of ads.
But could you say the intentions for inventing sports naturally have been lost? I think I will say the purpose for inventing sports has been lost.
I don't think it has been lost
because it would never have been for business in the 17th century, 18th century, when they started playing stuff like football, tennis. When ladies wore long skirts to play tennis and men wore trousers to play tennis, that was also entertainment. One other time Nigeria played England, Nigeria wore no boots. I think that match was sometime in 1940 something. No boots.
I think it has not been lost. Why do I say that? Yeah? Even till now, sport is still entertaining. When you talk of the Olympics, look at the Olympics. Look at the people that come to watch the Olympics.
Yeah, of course. Those are investors.
Because you cannot say sports, then you lock yourself up. People don't go there to see business deals. People watch TV, watch sport programs, not to see how they conclude business deals.
I want to take you.
That's not what it is. It's the entertainment part of it that people actually.
I want to take you to the Olympics that you used to give example. You know how much it costs to watch. Let's just say, okay, Australia Open just finished. You know how much a ticket costs? The Australian fans were booing Novak Djokovic for withdrawing from a game because they paid almost 2,000 euros. Or dollars rather, $2,000 to watch, and then the player comes and plays a set and then pulls out injured. Why didn't you declare that you were injured before?
Yes. Coming in? So like I said earlier, we cannot take away the business part of business out of sport, but the entertainment value of sport also cannot be overlooked.
Yeah,
it cannot be overlooked.
So we say we can combine both.
Yeah, and that is what we are doing. And if you fail to do that, whatever sport that you are propagating, it's not going to go anywhere. That is why our league is the way it is.
But our league, let me say, you just mentioned our league. Let me give you an example. Lobby Stars, our home team here, have just revamped the club. Okay, there have been appointments, and there's a fresh appointments. Like I'll just give you two names. Coach Baba Ganaru. He's supposed to stand in as a coach. Mm-hmm. But interestingly, they brought in John Gardi, one of our very fine national goalkeepers that ended up playing the Beach Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to call him Akoko. That's a nickname that some of us knew him from home. Would you say Lobby are heading for business, or they want to bring back entertainment into sports?
I will advise Lobby, if I were to advise them,
You can.
they should go into business.
Okay.
Let them make Lobby business oriented.
Partnerships.
If Lobby is business oriented, I bet you the fans will be dying to see Lobby. There are people. Even now, people go to travel from here to Bauchi to watch.
Yeah,
Lobby.
sure. I
People
agree
travel to not because of the monetary part of it. They spend their own money.
Their own money to go. Yeah,
To go
I
and
agree
watch
with you.
Lobby. Imagine Lobby playing here, and
The whole of that road will be filled. It used to be like that.
We have a sponsorship deal with Lobby, Asking Radio. We have a sponsorship, and we keep here talking about Lobby stars.
Maybe giving live forecast of.
Imagine people will want to watch. People want to watch.
I agree with you. You're listening to SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. George's Quarters Makodi. You can be a part of the program. We'll see you have time. 08084275464. That's 08084275464. If you call that hotline, studio hotline, you'll be connected live to us in the studio to speak. And of course, if you check facebook.com/Asking Radio 98.5 Makodi, you'll be able to drop some comments on the program. And of course, the program continues on Facebook even when we wrap up in the studio. We always try to respond to people. Okay, Ben, we take one more from the street, and then we'll look at what happened over the week, because it has been a very busy midweek, unlike other periods.
Well, in my own opinion, I would say it's both entertaining and it's a business, because coming from, let me say, from the African perspective, mostly African players, we all know they play football basically for the money, because the money is crazy. And come to think of it, even people think the white people too don't play football for money. It's a lie. I see it as a lie. Come to the likes of the Brazilians, most especially players in Brazilians, they actually behave like typical Africans. They play football for money, and for me, it's both entertaining and it's both for business. Come on, everybody wants, like, I was talking to my wife which other day, and I was like, if I should give birth to a male son, definitely I would do everything within my power to make sure he's a footballer, because the money in it is crazy. Look at the likes of the Neymar. Quite a few footballers, check it. Their managers are their parents. They help them manage their money well, try and get them the good deals in football. Come on, football is money. We can say, okay, the recent happenings now, everybody is running to Saudi Arabia because of the money. So for me, it's both money and it's entertaining, both. So you can't leave one out. They are both entertaining and it's for business purpose.
Okay, Ben, entertainment and business. That's another person, the last person on the street saying the same thing. But okay, let's quickly go to what happened in the Premier League, since we are talking about football. Over the weekend, there were a lot of matches. I won't give you the results because the table has changed. A lot has changed on the table. You were talking about Liverpool, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Man City in that order, top four. Chelsea there, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brighton, Fulham. I've not seen Man U here. Aston Villa, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Tottenham, Man U, West Ham, and it goes on and on to the end. What's happening in the EPL? As we try to wrap up, there seems to be a lot of changes. Only Liverpool and Arsenal have been consistent on the log.
Arsenal too they are up there, but they've not been consistent. We thought that Arsenal they're going to close the gap between them and Liverpool, but they haven't been able to do that. So Liverpool, they are in a world of their own, especially what is his name, Mo Salah. Mo Salah is just fantastic. He's a fantastic player, and he's showing us why he's one of the best. And I think the Ballon d'Or,
don't go there. Don't
do that,
don't start campaigning.
If they don't do that, they are team again.
All right, thank you for being a part of this program today. It's with SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 FM Makodi. Catch us again tomorrow by this time 6:30 if you can. It's been Ben and Ted. Thank you. Good evening, fans.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.